early courtship days of Marty and Trisha, because Trisha doesn't really like to rush in. I don't know if you know this about her, but she doesn't like to rush in. She likes to stand back a bit and make up her mind, and when she's confident, then it's all systems go, there's no stopping her, get out of the way. And I'd like to tell you a little story that illustrates this trait in her. And this happened when she had just turned 5. So Patricia had started school, and she wasn't very happy about it. She cried every morning. I would have to coax her to the classroom, and then she'd follow me back out to the car park. Occasionally she'd say, "I beg you, Mummy, please don't leave me here."
And you did, she said.
So one day she just stopped crying, and it was almost like something clicked in her head, and she thought, "I've got this. This is school. I can do this easily." So we're driving to school. I've got Thomas in the back as a toddler. And she's not crying. I'm probably a bit anxious because I'm waiting for it to start. And she leans forward as we're nearing the school and she says, "You're not going to get out of the car, are you?" And I said, "Well, I was thinking about it. Why?" And she said, "You don't have any lipstick on and you don't look that good without it." This would explain why I have 10 lipsticks in my bag at any one time since then. So she finally did tell us that she'd met someone special. I already knew because there was so much joy and laughter and a spring in her step, so I already knew, but I pretended to be surprised when she introduced us to Marty. And like all the people here, to know Marty is to love him because he's a great bloke. Anyone better for our daughter, but I would like to tell you my first impression of her. Alright, in all fairness, it was summer, it was warm weather and he was wearing shorts, and I thought, this person has the whitest legs of anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I know he's Irish, but he lived in Bondi. Anyway, he's fitted into our family really well, and I have to comment on his forbearance and tolerance because we four Hogans, Michael, Patricia, Thomas and I think we're a bit of an acquired taste, to tell you the truth. As some of our other relatives will attest to, we have very strong opinions about things. And we love nothing better than to debate them. So we talk about politics and social justice and feminism and books and music and whatever. And those conversations get very robust depending how much red wine Michael takes out of the cellar. But Marty's fitted into that very easily, and we're very grateful for that. Now, for those of you who know Michael and I have been married for more than 35 years. And I can honestly say that they have been 35 very happy years, and I checked with Michael before, they were happy for him too. So you probably think, what's the magical solution? What's the secret? How do you know what to do? And I have to be honest, I don't really know, and I think maybe it's luck. In that case, I have been very lucky for more than 35 years. I've got 3 thoughts on the matter, and they're only short. Number 1 is something Michael has always said. Michael always says you need to be mindful of the other person. Now, I know being mindful is a very trendy word, but he's been saying it for a lot longer than that. He says you need to be mindful. You need to tune in to what the other person's feeling, what they're unhappy about, what they're excited about, what's going on at work, what they're worried about their family. And I think that is very true of us because I really like watching hours of cricket and rugby. I don't even play chess or bridge, but I know a lot about those 2 things. And who knew superannuation could be such a fantastic topic? on the evils of NAPLAN and over-testing in primary school. And even though I'm the cat lover, he's the one that buys prawns for the cat whenever he goes to the fish shop. So there you go. Number one, be mindful of each other. Number two, this is something I've said to Patricia and Thomas over the years, and I really believe it. The best person for you is someone who helps you to be the best person. If you're with someone that helps you to be more generous, kinder, gentler, less selfish, then I think you're on the right track. So be mindful and help each other to be the best version of yourself. And the last thing, when I started to think, yes, last October, what I was going to say in March, I went to the font of all knowledge. I Googled. And I Googled marriage and partnerships and relationships. Now, if you're going to do that, can I just warn you that there are some very dodgy sites out there. It was quite an education for me. There's a whole world out there that I know nothing about. I was actually very worried that Michael was going to go through our search history and say, Margie, we have to talk. Anyway, through all my trawling through the internet, I found this quote. To have a good relationship, you need to care about the other person's happiness, no more and no less than your own. Now I'm going to say it again because some of the Irish people have been drinking. So to have a good relationship, you need to care about the other person's happiness, no more and no less than your own. And I think there's something in that about true partnership and equality. Because sometimes you have to care about the other person's happiness, sometimes it's your own, and it needs to be a balance. So with those three thoughts, I'd like you to raise your glasses. And we pray and hope that for the next 50 or 60 years, Patricia and Marty are mindful of each other, help each other to be the best people that they can be, and care for their own and each other's happiness equally. To Patricia and Marty.